Welcome back, traders. MACD Master here. We are Wednesday, November 5th, 2025. It is roughly 4:20 p.m. here on the West Coast. No time for that. Let's get right into today's price action as well as a weekly MACD divergence price target. And it's not just mine. Just wait. All right, so let's get into price action today. What happened? People are saying, oh, I could read the live chat here on TradingView. The bulls are out there, oh, you guys are getting wrecked, blah, blah, blah. They can't read charts worth shit, which is one of the things I've said from the day one when I first showed up there, especially when they couldn't even read a MACD divergence. Like, what the heck? Anyways, even to the point where I had two moderators come out and say, no, MACD's a lagging indicator, blah. Don't listen to those people, okay? Watch the screen. I'll point it out to you in case you haven't seen it yet. So as we were dropping down, boom, 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 got down here again, fell a little lower. Yeah, and what happened here? We bounced up and you could see the diversion took place right there, okay? We were higher than this previous peak. So I knew at that point, okay, because we've already beat that, we have to go back up there again to this area. Anyways, long story short, it played out exactly and we're back in action. She's going back down. I don't believe this is going any higher. I looked at that crypto liquidation map and there's, you know, on the buy side, they're in the millions, and on the sell side, they're in the billions. So yeah, it's not going to work out for those bulls. They're going to get wrecked. All right, so one of the big things I said, why I shorted Bitcoin since July 25th was because of a MACD divergence on the weekly chart. That's very clear to anyone who can read charting. Bitcoin was going higher, end up hitting 123,000 the first time, and that's when I'm like, okay, this is nonsense. Look at there's a big diversion there on the chart. So I was collecting dividends every month. I got stopped out once when it popped out that one day up to 127K, and then 4 days later I bought the shorted BTC, back in it again, SBIT. By the way, I'm going to be doing a little bit of changes. I'm not sure if I'm going to hold all my money in SBIT. In fact, I'm looking at opening up a cryptocurrency trading account so I can scalp it and even, 10 time, 20 time my wins here on a daily basis. Anyways, long story short, let's get back to this diversion. This is what's important. This was the reason why I was shorting this in the first place. It's the whole reason why I went out that day on TradingView trying to warn everyone. I'm like, guys, look at the daily candles. You can see this is about to drop. That Friday, October 10th, the famous day where, well, I ended up getting my first ban. Anyways, long story short, let's get into this because this is important. Now, before I get into this whole explaining, I'm going to share with you my calculations, but basically this would be the right shoulder. This would be the head. Okay, so as I said in the previous video, I'm hoping, this is a weekly chart again, I'm hoping for a head and shoulders pattern because that is just going to bring us down to the lows that I'm hoping we get. So as far as calculation, hit your space bar or whatever device you're using. Just pause this video, read that if you want, but that's how you calculate your target when you have a head and shoulders. Now, let's get back into, not this one here, but what I did was took out my skip and sketch or whatever and basically showed you guys or drawed out what I'm hoping happens is that we come back down here to this area, which is about the 80K area. And I'm not alone who, this is why I feel so good about this prediction, because I like to go check what other technical analysts are seeing on their charts. And I'm not the only one that sees this, although they haven't come out and said the great big huge target that I'm about to share with you right now. But and I'm not saying we're going there, but if this works out to be a head and shoulders, there's a good chance it will play out like I'm about to show you. So, and I'll share with you how the other analysts are seeing it. So I'm hoping this comes back down here, hits that area to resolve the weekly divergence. We got to hit that 77K area. And again, that's not my own make-believe stuff. Technical analysts are all saying the same thing. I'm hoping after it's resolved, we bounce right back up to the same area as the right shoulder. And she kind of dances sideways for a little bit. The the bulls will be back in there telling you it's going back up to 150K. I can rest assured they'll be out there. Every time this thing pumps just a little bit, they think the whole thing's corrected. I mean, 99% of the people in the live chat don't even realize we've entered a bear market. Anyways, that aside, I'm expecting this bounce, or I shouldn't say expecting. I'm hoping we get the bounce so this can form the left shoulder. Once that left shoulder has worked its way out and there's no more buyers, expect big red candles. I'm just, you know, this is not exact price action, obviously, so I'm just kind of drawing out here how potentially it could work out. And if this turns out to be the neckline on that head and shoulders, you're looking at a drop down to 36,500 by October 6, 2026. Will I be right? Well, I don't know. Like I said, stay updated, maybe subscribe, and I'll keep sharing with you the charts, my analysis, what I feel. Again, this is not trading advice. It's not financial advice. Don't listen to me. Listen to your financial advisor. I'm just sharing with you what I see happening on the charts. All right, so that's it for now. No, actually, hold on a second. Got to pull out these conversations here. Again, hit your space bar if you don't want to listen to me, blah, 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 okay? And you can read this on your own. All right, so as I mentioned in the previous video, or one of the previous videos, this Peter fellow L. Brandt has an 80% verified trading average of being correct. 80% correct. What is he calling? His October 31st warning is what? Yeah, 70 to 75K. Down below, Crypto Creed echoes 78K. That's what I was saying here. If you read above, right? That's what I was saying. 78K before the MACD divergence has been resolved on the weekly. Ret Capital predicts 76 to 78K. Aims low 70s. Crypto Dog, November 3rd, 72K as the ultimate resolution level of the what? Weekly divergence that the guys on live TradingView chat tell you it's nonsense. As I said, those people are not technical analysts. The moderators who've done a great job censoring me and giving me these bans one after another, if you've been following along with the latest ban for 30 days, you know, this is what they didn't want people to catch on to this. They didn't want people to know that the MACD divergences are extremely important. And that's why I kept hammering it in the comments section. I'm like, no, guys, don't listen to them. I'm going to be correct. Those people do not know technical analysis. All right, so here saying, I asked for other people. There are 6 other analysts and influencers have said low 90s. On November 4th, he said 94K resolves a partial divergence, he says. Anyways, that's all right. I mean, you know, everyone has their opinion. I'm just telling you, according to my technical analysis, this has to go down to about 77K to resolve the weekly divergence. All right, I'm going to end the video here. I hope you subscribe and, yeah, watch along here as we make big money.